Evening everybody. Right, as you can see, we've got the very latest Meccano set to be introduced. The brand new Multimodels 3-model set fire engine set. Quite a small box compared to the current, I say current one, I suppose we can say the old one now. That's the one with the light aircraft. That's not always a bad thing because a lot of the boxes are full of empty nothing. Literally picked these up just a few hours ago. Currently I can only find them at Argos and you have to order them, and it's 3 days. Good offer at the moment. They're £9.99 each, but they're doing two for 15 quid, £7.50 each. Now, although they are brand new out, 2015 sets, they are dated on the top there, just there. And this one is, if I get it the right way round, the 10th of December 2014. Now, my initial thoughts about this set when it was shown off, I suppose, I think it was very early January, it now being February, was that love the tyres. I could find a use for those. I'll say it now and I won't say it again. I don't like Evo parts, or what were known as Evo parts, but most folks will probably know that by now. But there isn't that many in this set. There's a good traditional look to it for the most part. Granted, the fire engine is more of a fire truck, i.e. the Yankee or perhaps an airport fire tender. But you've also got, although it's small here, you've also got a helicopter and an airboat. Now the beauty of this set for folk new to the hobby is that the smaller models, or the extra models, don't take all the parts in the set, so you can get quite a quick turnaround and satisfaction in your model building. We'll find out how good it is to build later on in another video. I'll review the truck itself, but for now just the sets. So what have we got in the sets? Well, let's have a look at one. So we've got one. I have opened it. I had a bit of a nose while I was waiting to meet up with other members of Tim's to set up the tables for tomorrow's show at Ingenuity. People, come along, 10 till 4ish. Normal museum admission charges apply. It is a Tim's meeting, so it's smaller than Meccano, but essentially it's a small show. So, right, what we got in this set? Well, we've got the instructions. Now, many of you may have already seen on the internet, Ralph Lawton's shown some of the images of these. And whilst the paper's a bit thinner, whilst the images are still quite small, they are very clear. And where there's black on, say, zinc or dark grey parts, it's a lot clearer now. I think you see that image there. That's what we're doing here. That's part of the fire engine there. That's the last bit, I think, by the looks of it. So it's a fold out type, and there's the 3 models with this set included in the instructions, which is unusual because normally you have to download a couple of them, or maybe one. Now it does say you can download on the box, but I don't know what you download for. But of course, if you are missing any instructions and stuff, you can get them all on there, or just about all of them. So there's the instructions. What else have we got? We have a bag of some parts, including the tyres, and here we have the new tools. Now, I'm not keen on the look of the spanner, if I can get into the bag. Some of the bags tend to open nicely and others don't. So I'll open the bag, and we'll have a look at a couple of the wheels first of all. Push-on wheels. Nice little chunky tyres there, all in one. How nice. So I'll put those there for now. You get 4, of course. There's 87 parts in the set, which is, I think, even less than the not the last 3-model set, the one before, which is like a JCB digger. Let's have a look. We've got a few smalls and axles in the bag there. Put that over there. Let's have a look at the tools. Right, so we've got the spanner. Now, it's a very robust spanner, and it's cranked at this end here. I'll show you it there, try and get it so you can see it. It's cranked coming towards me here slightly. It's also got like the box spanner at the other end, which is now common, and it's probably easier to hold being a bit wider. However, that's an issue that might become a problem when you're building your own models, getting that into small nooks and crannies, but it's solid enough. And I love this. This is a smart little Allen key now. Instead of the quite uncomfortable one, just the metal one, we've got the one with a T-piece on and a handle, so you can hold it like that, and it's more comfortable. It looks more professional as well, to be honest. Got Meccano on there, so that's nice. I like those. That's nice. What else in the box? Another bag of parts in a rather large bag. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like the parts rubbing around in a bag together. I think it's, you know, chance of damage. But when you get a big bag that's far too big, that's a bit of a pain. And some nuts and bolts. What else? We've got some spacers, long bolts, standard bolts, slightly longer bolts. There's an odd washer or two in there as well. So there is your set. Your 3 bags, including the few parts I've got out in the tools and the instructions. So here's the full contents, a little bit jumbled up, but you can see the whole contents of the set apart from the instructions. Nice thing, round axles, excellent. Round axles run far better in holes than the triaxles. Yes, the triaxles are good for securing gears and pulleys too. The few here, I've got 2 at the front, or 3 at the front and a couple at the back, what were Evo parts, but that's sort of going to be gotten rid of. They're all going to become just Meccano parts in the sets as a whole. And we've got a flexible black strip there, and a few parts. There is a little bit of paint missing off that one little angle girder there, which may have probably happened with them in the bags together with other parts, who knows, but that's the other thing. The zinc looks pretty good. It's a little bit dull, but it looks more or less all there at first look. I love these little angle brackets, the narrow angle brackets. I could do with some of them for my 101 project for the windows, sorry, the door mirrors I should say. So I'll be looking for a few more of them. So there you are, the set, just a quick look. My initial thought of the set when I first saw it on Facebook was it's, let's be polite and say, an expanded maxi kit set to me. And my feeling hasn't changed on that. It is a bit of an expanded maxi kit set. Of course, you've got to look at things with a bit of an open mind. I'm looking at probably slightly more traditional, although I try not to. I do with the Evo, ex-Evo parts, of course. Not bad. Red colour's nice. Could do with more red. At 10 quid, it's well, I prefer the light aircraft set. A lot of set for your money, I think there. But that's not always cheap everywhere. Hobbycraft do it for 9 quid, and I think Toys R Us put whatever price they like on it really sometimes. I've seen them for about 14-15 quid in there, which is way over the top. But new set, we'll give it a go. We'll build the fire engine. You won't see that video now, but if you pop along to Ingenuity in Ironbridge tomorrow, that's the 7th of February, you should see it there. Bye for now.